The United States of America released its annual report regarding religious freedom around the world. John Kerry, the United States Senate Committee on Foreign Relations, presented this report on Monday, describing the harassment by government officials and stated religious freedom in Iran to be very severe. In this report, it is written that the Iranian officials have threatened, arrested, and oppressed all members of the Baha'i citizens. Sayyid Reza Akrami, the head of the Presidential Council, said that the matter of hijab for women is not to be dealt with by the suppressive groups in Iran. During the past week, Ayatollah Youssef Sana'i, the Shia cleric in Qom, expressed that all oppressed people in history were not actually oppressed, and added that it is a great sin to lie and attach labels to others, and these are issues that if God forbid was to be said by a person, God would not forgive them, even if they prayed for forgiveness, because asking for forgiveness is not accepted when disregarding the rights of people. America's foreign minister demanded the release of Jason Rezaian, a journalist and a Tehran correspondent for the Washington Post, as well as his wife and 2 others that are detained in Iran. America has assigned Switzerland to follow this case.
On Wednesday the 26th of March 2014, Jaber Sakhravi, a 30-year-old resident of Hay al-Sureh in Ahvaz, who graduated with a computer science degree, was arrested on charges of converting his faith from Shia to Sunni and taking part in religious activities. Currently, he is in Karun prison in Ahvaz and has been deprived from any medical treatment. Saeed Haidari, a citizen of Mashhad city, who had recently converted his religion from Shiism to Sunnism, was arrested at his house, which is located in Talagani area, near the city of Mashhad. During the past week, a Kurdish prisoner named Qader Mohammad Zadeh was transferred to the solitary confinement unit in the central prison of Urumia. The reason for the transfer is as of yet unknown. On Sunday the 27th of July, it had been 53 days since the arrest of the 6 Kurdish citizens by the names of Ayubi, Mustafa Sabzi, Esmail Akhtari, Nazar Badvi and Abdul Ala from the city of Maku, and Rashid Salehi from the city of Kui. The Iranian intelligence guards arrested these 6 citizens, and their conditions remain unknown. On Monday the 28th of July, Arash Hona Shojai, who began a hunger strike the previous week, was hospitalized in Evin Prison's medical clinic due to having a heart attack. Regarding his heart attack, one of his relatives stated that the Attorney General's special representative for the clergy visited him at the Evin Medical Center and suggested that he should continue serving the rest of his imprisonment sentence as a house arrest. During the past week, the security forces used construction machinery to demolish a cemetery named Qale Qare Dash, which is located in the village of Takistan. Mohammed Gambari, a Yarsan follower who self-immolated on July the 27th, 2013, in objection to discrimination of the Yarsan community, was buried in this cemetery. His anniversary was supposed to take place on July the 31st, 2014. On Monday the 28th of July, security forces entered the home of a follower of the Yarsan faith named Ain Allah Yari and arrested him along with 2 of his children by the names of Pega Yari, 23, and Hossein Yari, 14, and transferred them to an unknown location. On the same day, 3 other members of the Yarsan faith, named Mojtaba Nuruzi, Bar Ali Farhadi, and his wife Sahar Naz Afruzi, were also arrested in another location. Their cause of arrest and whereabouts has not yet been disclosed. On Tuesday the 29th of July, a 23-year-old named Asad Salehi, a worker at the Abadan oil refinery from the Kui Malishia area of Ahvaz, was arrested and transferred to an unknown location by the security forces due to visiting the families of executed prisoners. On Monday the 28th of July, 2 Kurdish citizens by the names of Akhir Mohammad Milani and Tajuddin Mamkani, living in an area called Alnd in the city of Kuya, were arrested and transferred to an unknown location by the security forces.
On Sunday, the 27th of July 2014, Sabah Azarpeik, a reformist journalist who was detained 61 days ago by the security forces, is still kept in solitary confinement with uncertainty about her case. Furthermore, Bahare Hedayat, whom had her medical leave agreed with by the officials after a long time, she was rejected to go on the leave even after providing evidence for hospitalization and confirmation evidence of the necessity to have a surgery by the prison's medical examiner. Currently, female singers are able to hold concerts in the Women Wahdat Hall, and these concerts are permitted by the Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance. However, interestingly, the DJs and the technicians are all men who work behind the scenes, which means that they hear the women singing. Also, if the singers face any technical problems during the concert, the technicians will have to go on stage to solve the problem. According to the reports, Vahid Ranjbar, a student activist and a member of the student union in the Sistan and Baluchistan province, was arrested 14 days ago. However, there is yet no information available on his whereabouts, such that Mr. Ranjbar has not been allowed any meetings or telephone calls. According to the reports, a group of medical students gathered in front of the parliament to protest against the parliament's reform regarding the school quota for students from deprived areas in the systems and specialist educational fields.
On Monday the 28th of July, a group of workers from Nishkar Haft Tape stopped working and gathered in front of the Administrative Affairs building of the factory in order to protest against not receiving 1.5 months' salary.
On Sunday, the 27th of July 2014, Ahmad Zaidabadi, a journalist and a general secretary of the Consolidation of Unity organization, was returned to the prison.
According to reports, on the 24th of July 2014, the commemoration of Ahmad Shamlu in the cemetery of Imamzadeh Taher in Karaj was stopped by intervening security forces. On the 22nd of July, Jason Rezaian, a Washington Post journalist, and his wife, Yeganeh Salehi, was arrested in Tehran. The Washington Post states that his wife, an Iranian citizen, is also a journalist for the United Arab Emirates-based newspaper National. Since the arrest, their families have not heard anything from them. On Wednesday the 30th of July, it was announced that a young woman accused of murdering her husband is being sentenced to death for the second time. The first court trial was dismissed as the law of retribution was removed.
Asghar Mahmoudian, who has been deported to Semnan prison, has been diagnosed with prostate disease, arteriosclerosis, heart and respiratory disease, and hemorrhoids, and he is currently in a very critical physical health condition. Furthermore, Mustafa Faqih and Jamal Qadir Nejad, two political prisoners from the Mahabad prison, despite their critical physical health condition, are deprived of proper medical treatment.